Need to say anything. You know, the people who understand the greatness of it and, you know, have their own life, that what happened.
Jake Paul just dropped a bombshell about his Netflix fight with Mike Tyson, and this isn't your usual post-fight drama. Though the fight happened over a month ago, Jake's clearly not over it. Why? Sponsors are backing out, fans are losing trust, and his reputation is on the line. To address the chaos, he appeared on Logan Paul's podcast
My
with a dramatic
power,
that is true,
and my jab and my
spilling
speed
some
and my ability and my
jaw-dropping
footwork
details.
to get out of the way
According
of
to
those
Jake,
punches.
Tyson
So then
was
all of a
behind
sudden
the
he's
entire
throwing
shady
at
situation,
literally
orchestrating what he claims was a major setup.
But I do have to be careful in the early rounds because
If Tyson has $400 million compared to Jake's $30 million, why would he bother? Fame. It's Mike Tyson, he doesn't need clout from boxing a YouTuber. So, what's the real story here?
It's power, man, when you were in there.
I don't remember it.
You didn't even remember.
Fair warning, if you believe Jake, you might end up hating Tyson by the end of it. Just letting you know before things get complicated.
get him on the pads, but he didn't do this in the fight because someone is fucking punching back, you dumb fucks. Like,
Jake Paul knew exactly what he was getting into when he agreed to fight Mike Tyson. On Logan's podcast, he admitted he had no illusions. He knew people would hate the fight, no matter the outcome. Instead of shying away, he embraced the controversy like a pro. This wasn't about winning or losing, it was all about the spectacle of a YouTuber facing a boxing legend. Jake practically auditioned for the role of the villain, nailed it, and milked it for all it was worth. Hate. Just fuel for clicks, and clicks mean money. If controversy were an Olympic sport, the Paul brothers would take gold. Then Logan dropped the big question everyone was thinking but didn't dare say out loud: was the fight rigged? Jake didn't bother outright denying it. Instead, he smirked and delivered this cryptic line: rigged fights are for people who need money. I don't need it. Maybe Mike did. One ambiguous comment, and the internet went wild. Jake didn't just light a fire, he poured gasoline on it and watched the chaos unfold.
and land those punches on me.
Jake didn't outright accuse Tyson of rigging the fight, but the implication hit hard. He hinted just enough to raise suspicion, and given Tyson's well-known financial troubles, it wasn't a stretch to wonder if there was something shady going on behind the scenes.
Houses or drugs,
And
girl.
planes, boat. It's stupid shit,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it was
yeah.
fun.
Right. You don't regret any. Do you regret anything?
Yeah, and I didn't pay taxes really at that time.
Sure, the man's a legend, but his career's been a wild ride, full of ups and downs. With business ventures struggling, this comeback fight wasn't just about throwing punches, it was about staying relevant, making money, and proving Iron Mike is still a force to reckon with.
Where'd most of it go? Because I'm from Connecticut. I know where your house, your old house, 50 Cent's house now, right? Does he still own it?
I have no idea.
But that house, what had movie theaters? What else in it?
Everything.
Jake twisted the knife further, hinting that this wasn't just a mutual payday. He implied, without directly saying it, that Tyson might have had to lose as part of the deal. If true, Tyson risked his legacy for a bigger paycheck and to stay relevant. Meanwhile, Jake walks away with the glory of defeating a boxing legend, leaving the internet debating whether the fight was legitimate or just another orchestrated spectacle.
I made a lot of money, the most money I've made ever. But
What are you gonna buy with the money?
probably a ranch.
Here's the kicker. Jake's comment wasn't
Jake's
random.
comment
It was a
wasn't
calculated
random.
move.
It was a
By
calculated
tossing
move,
out that line,
plain
he
and
cleverly
simple.
shifted attention
By
from
throwing
himself
out
to
that
Tyson.
line, maybe Mike
Classic
needed
Jake
it.
Paul.
He
Stir up
shifted the
chaos,
spotlight
let
off
the
himself
internet
and
run
squarely
wild,
onto
and
Tyson.
watch the views soar.
It's classic Jake Paul.
People love
Create
conspiracy
chaos, let the
theories,
internet do the
and
heavy
Jake
lifting,
served one up
and
perfectly,
sit back as the
ensuring
views
everyone
roll in.
would be talking.
People
and he'd
love a
be at
good
the center of it
conspiracy
all.
theory, and Jake
I was missing
I can't believe he can move like that.
a lot of punches.
Jake's actions suggest a calculated strategy. If he had nothing to hide, why make such a statement? Perhaps it was a preemptive move to control the narrative and prevent fingers from pointing at him. Or, in true Jake fashion, maybe it was about shifting blame onto Tyson, knowing the ensuing drama would fuel conversation for weeks. Regardless of his motive, one thing is clear: Jake never acts without anticipating exactly how things will unfold.
With the way the night went down.
I wish he would have, like put up a better fight so then I could have like risen more and done more.
The hype was immense. Tyson's a living legend, and Jake Paul knows how to captivate. But let's be honest, this fight wasn't just about boxing. It was driven by business, branding, and bank accounts. The more you analyze, the clearer it becomes. This was a carefully planned strategy disguised as chaos, all for profit.
Surviving.
He
you know,
was.
so
So
that
annoying.
was the only thing I didn't like.
So annoying when they don't bring the fight to you.
Mike Tyson earned over $400 million at the peak of his career, only to file for bankruptcy in 2003. Since then, he's explored various ventures, from stand-up tours to selling weed gummies shaped like ears, but his efforts haven't always paid off. Enter Jake Paul, Netflix, and a $20 million payday, financially tempting and potentially life-changing. Tyson's comeback isn't just about returning to the ring, it's about tapping into a powerful marketing opportunity.
I think Jake's in a lot of trouble.
This fight was more than a quick payday for Tyson, it was about reclaiming the spotlight. His name alone drew global attention, turning the match into a grand stage, not just a contest.
Signed on here to see you. You lit up Tyson 2.0. Last time we saw you in Vegas, you handed me a bag of your Mike Bites, the edibles. Fantastic. I love them.
Tyson promoted his cannabis brand, Tyson 2.0, while teasing an upcoming Netflix documentary series. The event wasn't just a fight, it was a strategic infomercial disguised as a boxing match, clearly a calculated move.
I have no expectations. We have expectations.
Yep.
If I don't get 100 million views, fuck out of here, my dad!
Right.
No, these guys just want a piece of banana.
They want to eat, live.
They're so hungry. They're starving so much.
Whispers suggest the fight between Jake Paul and Tyson might not have been entirely fair. Paul won by unanimous decision, but there were moments that left fans questioning the outcome. Some speculate that Tyson may have agreed to lose for the payday and exposure, as his legacy remains intact. A loss to Jake Paul wouldn't tarnish decades of dominance, but it certainly created enough buzz to keep the money flowing.
Oh, yeah. A little bow at the end. He bowed.
That's the last thing I remember.
Dude, there was a lot of people online that said that's when you should have hit him, when he was bowing down like that. That's when
He's going to hit me. That's why I was like, what the hell?
Netflix turned a boxing event into a high-stakes spectacle designed for streaming, with performance bonuses linked to viewership and engagement. Tyson's name guaranteed viewers, while Jake Paul's viral antics ensured widespread attention. For Netflix, it was a gamble that paid off. Tyson and Jake enjoyed massive paydays and media dominance, but fans were left questioning the legitimacy of the event. It was a win for the promoters, but unclear for the audience.
we're like, dang, we wanted more. Is there anything about the fight you would have changed based on the experience?
Oh, not at all. Listen, I wouldn't have realized any of it if it went 3-minute rounds. I didn't realize it.
After the fight, Tyson appeared on Fox Sports Radio, where his comments were puzzling. When asked about key moments in the bout, he claimed to have blacked out. A champion paid millions to headline such a fight, admitting this was odd. When questioned about holding back punches, Tyson didn't deny it but instead gave vague, dismissive answers. Pressed about watching the footage, he bluntly stated, "No, I have not." For a man who spent his career analyzing his performances, this sudden amnesia raised suspicions. His responses left many wondering about his true intentions.
Yeah, it was a real fight. What did you think of Jake's power, man, when you were in there?
I don't remember it.
You didn't even remember it. I heard
But my body was really sore.
It was sort of